Hello, I am not joking by the way. The smoking will lead to increased your health. So how it is possible? I am not understanding to you for the smoking because it will lead to addiction due to the nicotine. But just remember that smoking will give you more health benefit. How it is possible? Let's understand about that. Basically, the smoking cigarette which that will lead to create the hypoxemia. Why? Because the incomplete combustion of the smoking, the incomplete combustion of the burning of the cigarette will lead to produce carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide will bond with the hemoglobin, and when bond with the hemoglobin, the oxygen will not bind easily. And in this way, the oxygen transport to the tissue, for example in the cell, will difficult. In this way your cell, the hypoxemia will occur in your blood circulatory system, will lead to hypoxia occur in your tissue. That hypoxia will lead to get the health benefit if you are not chain smoker or chronic smoking habit. So remember, one cigarette in a week will lead to get the health benefit due to the stress. This stress is the minor stress. Minor stress means the smoking and other toxin when entered in your body will basically cause the stress, and that stress will lead to activate the certain type of genes like SID1 gene and the cell survival due to the short-term stress. This short-term stress is known as the hormesis. This hormesis means your body will reset and repair for the next smoking shot. So in this way, let's understand about that, how the hypoxia will lead to get the health benefit, even the grow of your muscle, grow your bones, even the all things. So in this way, let's understand about that. But remember that the fasting and exercise and the ketogenic diet including for this stress creation. In this way, whenever you will smoke, so the hypoxia will occur in your blood, in your cell. Then hypoxia occur in your blood, in your cell. In this way, the HIF1 alpha will be activated. The HIF1 alpha will be phosphorylation, and during the normoxic condition, the HIF1 alpha ubiquitination will lead to degradation, and in this way the not activation of the HIF1 alpha. Remember, the hypoxia is the key to activate the HIF1 alpha. What is the HIF1 alpha? HIF1 alpha is the hypoxic inducible factor 1 alpha. When hypoxic inducible factor 1 alpha activate, will lead to activate the certain type of gene for the glycolysis and the increase the GLUT channel. In this, the insulin resistance will be improved. But important thing you should need to understand, the HIF1 alpha also produce in the pituitary gland, release the somatostatin. Why? The somatostatin or growth hormone is important, released from the anterior pituitary gland due to the response of the hypoxia, and in this way the growth hormone release for the preparation of the hypoxic site. For example, the angiogenesis required the growth factor, like the angiogenesis basically the endothelial growth factor activate. Even the itself, the tissue also produce the growth factor for the growth and angiogenesis for the next level stress facing strategy. In this way, the next stress will be not more as compared to the current. In this way, whenever you will smoke, so in this way the hypoxia will occur, will lead to activate the growth hormone. Growth hormone will activate the insulin-like growth factor 1 and also the lipolysis. Even the insulin-like growth factor 1 will activate the bone growth and the muscle growth, even the fat loss. In this way, the minor stress should be one smoking day in a week or in a month will lead to get the health benefit, because the hypoxia is too much important for our body as a shock, as a stressor for the activation of the longevity gene. In this way, you will live more longer, and your lifespan will be increased. That is why the smoking is health beneficial if you will smoke properly, smoking one cigarette in a week. But the chronic smoking will lead to chronic hypoxia, and the chronic hypoxia will lead to activate the glycolysis and the lactic acid fermentation, and the glutamine metabolism will lead to produce more ATP, but the oxygen not required because the oxygen is not present, so the electron transport chain will not work in the mitochondria, so the electron transport chain will be damaged. And in this way, the reactive oxygen species will lead to oxidative stress, and that stress will lead to cause aging, even the cancer. And on the other hand, the mTOR pathway will not inhibit, and on the other hand, the AMPK pathway will inhibit. While on the other hand, the PGC1 alpha will inhibit due to the more production of ATP through ancient fermentation. And in this way, the anaerobic respiration will lead to inhibit the PGC1 alpha. In this way, the mitochondria biogenesis and the de novo mitochondria biogenesis will not process. In this way, your mitochondria will damage. Ultimately, the hypoxic condition chronically will lead to cause cancer. So in the comparison, you can consume one cigarette in a week, and the chronic smoking, or is known as the chain smoker, that is the more and more complete differentiation, and that you can differentiate. And in this way, the chronic smoker will lead to cause lung cancer, and on the other hand, a lot more cancer like the colon cancer and the brain tumor, a lot more problem. While the smoking as a stressor for the hormesis is very, very helpful, and your body will strong. So that is, I am not giving the suggestion for smoking, because if you will smoke one smoke in a week, so it can be addiction and will lead to cause progression of the addiction of the nicotine. We are just understanding about the smoking, but the cigarette contain nicotine. If the nicotine free cigarette, so it can be healthy. But for one smoke in a week, it is healthy. So in this way, if you are consuming the nicotine with the smoking cigarette, and in this way, the nicotine addiction will lead to addict for further smoking, and in this way, addiction will occur. That is the problem. But on the other hand, if you work as a hormesis and concerned with the health benefit, so you can consume one cigarette in a week is very important to get health benefit. That is known as the short-term stress will lead to activate certain gene for rejuvenation, and you will live more longer. In this way, increase the lifespan. That is important things. I hope you make sense about that. If you like my video, please make sure to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next video for this time. Bye. Allah.